As I'm from Ohio, we have these thrift stores here. Well, we got a lot of thrift stores, Goodwill, of course, but we have some state thrift stores that are dedicated to just Ohio, hence Ohio Thrift. And I was at one several times, actually, looking at this machine over and over again, wondering, should I actually get it? Because it looks like it could be a good restoration project. So let's see what it is. And I paid $7.99 for it in its current condition, which is not really anywhere near perfect, but the thing is, it still works. Yeah, it is an Oreck XL21. And one of the biggest reasons that I wanted to get an XL21 is because I wanted to see how it would compare to the old standby XL2800. So this guy is a little over 50 some odd CFM. And Blackheart on Vacuum Land, I think, got this on his airflow box at maybe close to 80 CFM. That's a huge difference. So I really had to go and try it out. Plus, I got to be honest with you, I have a ton of those CC type bags. I've been stockpiling them when I see them, like say 8 for $2 or something like that in a thrift store, brand new. And these two machines should fit the exact same type of bag. So let's take a closer look at this XL21 Rec that I think, I'll know more when I get inside of it. I think I saw a date wheel that said 2009. But let me turn it on real quick, because I did say that it works. Okay, here we go. So it definitely does work. So let me move the camera and we'll take a few more pictures of this and see just what kind of really lousy shape this thing is in. Here's the underbelly of the beast. So certainly I think we need to replace that brush roll just because the bristles are, well, half there, fairly spread out, pretty nasty. I will get an extra belt or two because the spot where it normally has an extra belt is missing its belt, although this does indeed spin, so it has a belt in it currently. And I think I'm spotting a screw substitution there. I don't think that's actually supposed to be there, and whatever's supposed to be here apparently is missing. So everything else looks somewhat normal. These I think are fairly worn. I might get some new little side brushes. Wheels appear to be okay. Let's move farther up and take a look at the bag. Right away, I see somebody was good enough to leave some paperwork. So here's the user guide. Now that's got a date on it of 2007, which is, I imagine, when the model actually first came out. So it says Oreck Clean Home. There's documentation number 1. And then here's a little portable dude right here. BB 1100 series, little compact canister dude. That wasn't anything that I saw with this, nor am I particularly interested in that. Still there anyway. This nifty little handle. And the bag, well, you can kind of see, especially if I go maybe over here, how dirty everything is. I think this machine, at least for some of its life, was operated either in an unbelievably dusty external environment or even possibly without a bag. I'm about to flip this over. Let's take a look inside. There we go. So a lot of these places, they just sell the machines and the bag is actually in it, or rather a full smelly bag they usually leave in it. So I left the bag at Ohio Thrift. I didn't bring somebody else's dirt with me, but then again, look how dirty everything is in here. So some of the smelly dirt certainly has made it with the machine. Here's a closer look at the top of the machine. You can see $7.99. The lights do actually work, but they seem to be a little on the dim side as far as I'm concerned. So I'll have to see if maybe there was a substitution in there. And I tell you, the biggest repair that I see that we need to do is we need to get replacement handle parts, because that isn't supposed to be like this. And I don't want to be sloppy and just use duct tape over it, although I know I could. Now, I've already done some initial research of trying to find this handle, and it actually seemed to be pretty expensive. So I think the cheapest with shipping that I've found so far to get a new one of these handles is like $25, and I think that's a bit much, just for the plastic clamshell part of the handle. I mean, the cord and everything is just fine. There doesn't appear to be any splits or tears in it anywhere. This appears to be in pretty good shape, and this here I think that might just be a little loose. Probably why that moves. Yeah, that was it. And that was just loose. So I need to take that apart. So I think we're going to need to go and put this in the tub. Oh, incidentally, doing my normal bearing test where I just go and say, hold it by the bearing and then spin it. So this rear bearing here actually isn't in that bad a shape. I'm still going to replace it. The front bearing, though, I can feel it. Yeah, and it's ticking. So I can definitely say that that bearing needs to be replaced in there no matter what. All right, I was able to separate these two. There we go. Nice and dirty. And you know, it looks like the exact same bearing here. Yeah, looks like the same 608C. So I get a better focus on that. There you go. All right, so definitely these two are certainly getting replaced. everything now is drying well. I've done some extra off-camera cleaning. See, there's the LED light bar. Looks a little better than that. See, there's a coil. A bunch of other things in there. Now it's all cleaned up. We just got to get everything dried. And I did find out that this bearing right here was almost completely frozen. So I rebuilt it anyway. It's actually fine now, but I'm still going to go ahead and get a new brush roll anyhow. That'll serve as a spare, I suppose. So everything's looking, I think, about as good as it can. I got the bag drying. That's probably going to take 24 hours. And I'm going to order some parts. And the next video you see will be reassembly and testing. Stay tuned.